Hello everyone, welcome to May 2nd, 2024 edition. Today is my last Thursday before I go to Switzerland. I'll be in Switzerland next week. What do the Hindu gods have for me in store? It's entirely based on my karma. Damn. Well, welcome to the park. It is all natural with a baseball field. And, yes, this is my reverse sleep cycle. So, I'm basically like a raccoon out here. I'm a night owl because I work the overnight shift. A nocturnal creature out in daylight. And this is what I'm doing. It's like I have rabies or something. Anyways, let's just get into this. One of the top comments is that's always been trending since forever in the Asian community, or whatever you want to call it. If you aren't a lawyer or doctor, you ain't shit. You know, I don't know. I'm happy just to be a technician. You know, it can't be anyone else because I too am in the lower rung of the hierarchy, the untouchables. So, you know, it's not likely that I can fulfill my dreams as an entrepreneur. You know, and even if I was, it'd probably be very difficult for me to successfully complete the tax work behind it. 1099Cs, 1099Ks, 1099s, whatever. You know, interests, you know, from all kinds of crazy, you know, angel investors or IPOs or capital gains, or weird profit margins with no record of you know, when I bought stuff. No receipts, no anything. Just sheer randomness. A bunch of crazy shit. I'm just chilling out here and trying to enjoy the moment and to stack up my YouTube algorithm for anyone who wants to see my shit show in live in nature. Oh my god. Oh my god. What makes people keep going? I mean, I already kind of know how this loop goes because I'm like 39 years old, approaching the 40. So I have like 20 years of experience after the age of 20, after high school basically. 20 fucking years. That's a lot of fucking time, 20 fucking years. A lifetime is only 15 years in prison. So I've already served 5 years over a lifetime. 15 years. I'm not talking about 4 years. I'm not talking about 8 years. I'm talking about fucking 20 years. where did the time go? School, work, whorehouses, strip clubs, adult clubs, mostly whorehouses, spas, Jeffrey Epstein's island, Bill Cosby's McMansion. Anyways, I'm back in here in reality. Just trying to avoid and isolate myself socially like a Japanese hikikomori, because I just don't care anymore. The most frustrating and hardest period of my life was probably trying to graduate college. You never know when the teacher's going to, give you an F or some shit, or pass the class. You just never know. You're at the mercy of a teacher. And some people's parents go apeshit on the kids, on the students. That never happened with me. How I've survived, I don't know. I had to do everything in accordance to the rule book. In any event, I've signed up for June to work every day, every overnight shift. The hospitalist, the doctor of all doctors in the hospital, who oversee all the patients on all 4 floors of the building, only has to work 15 days. A state trooper only has to get by with 15 days a month. That's cool. That's cool. They'll be fine. But I work all 30 days. I work every single motherfucking day. David Goggins style. Because I know when the bills are due, no one's gonna give a fuck if I'm a deadbeat. No one gives a fuck if you're broke. Especially if you're a guy. Especially if you're male. No one is going to give a fuck. Not your haters. Not the person who called you fat. No one cares. No one is going to care. Except maybe your mom. The bank doesn't care. The real estate moguls don't give a shit. The protesters at Palestine and Israel, whatever, Russian, Ukraine war, don't give a shit. You have to selfishly take the bull by its horns. You have to be very selfish about this. I want money so I can defend myself against all these, everyday costs of living. And you have to be very fucking selfish about it. You have to be very protective of your freedom, very vigilant. In the world of attention economics, video games, porn, TikTok, Instagram are all trying to steal your attention. Rich people know this. It's called marketing. They want you to buy their shit on Amazon or Temu or whatever the fuck. Macy's catalog. They'll rob you of your youth. They'll hijack your mind. McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. Whatever the hell it is, Tesla Cybertruck, Rolex watch. They could do a good job at hijacking your attention. They do a good job hijacking your reptilian mind, your lizard brain, your primal brain for shiny things. They do a very good job at it. At grifting. At even scamming. Tricking you into believing in Brahmanhood. Believing in that buying shiny things will improve the quality of your life. You will get richer. You will get more famous. People will like you. Maybe little people will like you more, but on the grand scheme of things, most likely not. Some will, but that's just as equal as winning the lottery. It'll work out for 1 out of 1,000 people, but for most of us, we just go back to being regular momos as soon as the baseline hits back to reality. You're a janitor. You work at 7-Eleven. You're a Starbucks barista. You work at Target as a cashier. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean Walmart. These things are very common in the world. You are a special little snowflake. Self-entitlement. The princess model. You're daddy's little princess. Don't be fooled. When you lose all your money, no one's gonna give a fuck. They'll just leave you on the floor to die, bleeding out. Like a Palestinian on the Gaza Strip. I mean, shit. People are murderous. They're violent. They're just savage. They don't care. They just don't fucking care. Sometimes it's best just to leave your money in a savings account, or so nothing weird happens in the stock market, or a money market fund, or whatever, like a CD, or even bonds, something low risk. There's that one guy, Wang, who lost multi-billion dollars and corrupted Credit Susie. Lost billions of dollars. People freaking about hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars. This guy lost billions of dollars. In the grand scheme of things. And you're complaining about $100 and $200 or what? The faster you climb the socioeconomic ladder, the quicker you fall. Money is not that great. The more money you have, as soon as you lose it, you get indicted for embezzlement. People accuse you of being a fraudster, sexual harassment, lawsuits this, lawsuits that. All kinds of weird shit. And then you have to file for bankruptcy or do crazy Donald Trump court stuff. And it's just like, you'll be tired. You'll be tired and you'll be like, I haven't gotten sleep since forever. Won't be able to sleep at night. This is the real world. What matters is getting that 7 to 8 hours of sleep. That's life changing. Experiencing less stress throughout the day. So having all this money And if people are up your ass all the time about this and that and whatever the fuck, it's not worth it. Tim Ferriss's 4-hour work week, you know. It's not worth it to the Mexican that chose to be a low-key fisherman and see his family every day than some corporate entrepreneur having his own fisherman line and trying to be King Kong of the sea. It's not worth it. Too many lawsuits. Too much risk. Too much unpredictability. Accidents can happen. Scams can happen. Grifters can happen. The most unhappiest person I've seen in my townhouse was actually the daughter of a doctor and an aeronautic engineer. Her parents were the stereotypical haves. Doctor, engineer. She was the most unhappiest fuck I ever seen. Saw it in her eyes, crying and shit. She continued to cry, and I see her years later. She still had that sad fucking face on her face. I don't know what in the hell. She had like 3 different boyfriends, still had that sad fucking face on her. Like someone raped her. It's just like, this is just too fucking sad. I don't know. Money didn't make her happy. You know. She could not be able to be satisfied. I don't know. You know, women are complicated. I just don't know. Money didn't make her happy. Having a corporate job didn't make her happy. 3 white boyfriends didn't make her happy. A nice home didn't make her happy. Having a parents as a lawyer, doctor didn't make her happy. Shit, she is unable to be satisfied. You know, she just loops around and becomes this like she-devil person. It's just a cloud of unhappiness. It's just like, it's hard to understand, you know, these kinds of people. It's just like, you have everything and everyone else has to be miserable. Toxic personality. I don't know. It's just a toxic personality. I don't know what else to tell you. They exist out there. No matter what you give them, narcissist, you know, pedestal. These are some key words. You know, double standard, condescending, double-edged sword, entitled, spoiled, greedy. I don't know. And I don't know. I'm just a simple man. Shit. So I look out towards nature. The trees seem to be happy. It's just another cycle. Spring, summer, fall, winter. That is all. You can run over, you can shoot at it, you can stick your finger up its ass, but you know what? time tells all. Time will tell. It doesn't give a fuck about you or your opinions about Israel or Palestine or Russia or Ukraine or you paying taxes. It just keeps going. 4 seasons. It doesn't give a fuck. It will pass. God's time. No amount of money can change the way of nature. Natural law. So tonight is supposed to be my last day at work, but I signed up for an extra Saturday for overtime. I'm voluntarily working an extra day. You know, I'm practicing discipline on my day off. Why should I be any different than someone in Hawaii working 2-3 jobs just to put a roof over my head? You know, if when shit hits the ceiling fan, I know what to do. Those who only work one job or just go to school or just become lazy, just know that you are being enabled by someone else. You're not getting anything out of playing video games, watching porn. The rate of return, the return on investment of video games and watching porn and nutting all over the place with your Astroglide and Fleshlight. There's no good rate. The return on investment is terrible. You know, it just is. Whether you want to realize it now or later, but you know, hopefully you learn sooner than later. Those are just the mind fucks and the mind cannons you have to, and the demons you have to face. Your own inherent laziness. Your own inherent, I don't want to give a fuck. And maybe you just want to do the least amount of work possible to get by. And you know, you get a 30-year mortgage instead of a 15-year mortgage. You know, maybe you finance everything so you have a long duration of time and not have to worry about, you know, putting down all these large payments. The abundance mindset. The abundance mindset. Nature is very abundant and generous with its gifts. I get to walk on God's green earth and visit his luscious forest and get oak poison. Oh, poison oak and poison ivy. My time is limited here. I'm surrounded by Karens. Oh well. I'll stand here hoping that she'll go away. Nope, she just wants to stand there to demonize me. I'll probably have to walk back. You can't enjoy what you don't suffer. When you don't suffer, you can't enjoy anything. Your baseline of happiness just levels out. So, I do plenty of suffering at work, so, I'm enjoying the park, Even though I'm not spending money, I'm just enjoying the all-natural of nature. I enjoy not seeing all these bunches of people piled up on top of each other. Oh good, Karen left. Okay. Yeah, let's go back. So right now I don't feel much motivation, just a period of time just to chill and wind down. So I'm just gonna go into my old man phase and just start rambling about random ass things. Holy shit, 27 minutes. Huh. It's already been 27 minutes. Damn. I have no idea how some people only have like 8-minute videos and they're all done, or YouTube shorts. And they've have all these views and all this stuff, and their video editing is top tier, or they did a good enough job of it. Can I edit my videos? I have no time. And I have no interest to do so. I'm just too fucking lazy, and I just don't want to learn. Or it's a lot of work. It's a lot of clicking. It's a lot of like watching and rewatching yourself. It's just like it's painful for me to be watching myself to begin with. And on top of that, I'm Asian. And just rewatching someone who's Asian on TV isn't really my thing. But I've been watching Warrior, the Bruce Lee story on Netflix, and it's ultra savage. My God, the amount of people that die there is just crazy. And you don't know who's gonna die next. It's just like the King of Thrones or something. These main characters are dying left and right too. It's not just random ass people. It's just like, damn. Shit, this is like the frontier, the pioneer of American Eastern eats me West savagery, and it's just like, damn, the show is savage. I mean, Mortal Kombat. I don't even know if Mortal Kombat was that savage. Jesus. So ask myself, what's it in for me to be working every day, and it's just like I have nothing else to operate on. Or I'm always just thinking about money or being a cheap, greedy Chinese Jewish bastard. So what's it in it for me? Or can I just enjoy nature? I don't know. It's a very complex mix of being human. Can I just stay in here and appreciate nature? I can try to, but I'm gonna ask myself fundamental questions like, what's in it for me? How long do I have to do this shit? You may be asking yourself the same questions. I mean, some people don't retire for 40 years. They work for 40 years. Some people become millionaires, billionaires, and they still work. Warren Buffett didn't reach being ultra rich until he was 50 years old. So I have at least 10 years to go of working each and every single motherfucking day, until, I have an impact. Until I build my burning Dharma wheel on fire, big enough to start spinning it and just living off of compound interest shit like that of, biblical proportions. My wheel is not done yet. This is like Aztec Mayan calendar. This like circular calendar. You just keep. It's just like a bunch of motherfucking days. You just in a big ass circle. Every day is accounted for until it's like doomsday or some shit. Oh, so 2 days of overtime. 2 days of overtime. That's an extra $1,000. So, yeah. There you go. An extra $1,000. A bi-weekly paycheck. Damn. So, instead of receiving $4,000, I'll be receiving $6,000 a month-ish, to be safe about it. Some months I earn $10,000. Earn $10,000 a month. Translates into shit when you're an adult. When you're approaching 40 years old, that's really not a lot of money. Karen doesn't want you making $10,000 a month. Wants you making $20,000 a month. That's $200,000 a year-ish. After taxes, whatever. And her limit of you making money is fucking infinite, so, she doesn't want you retiring, she doesn't want you to stop working, she doesn't want you to stop making money. And, shit. You're gonna suffer from burnout. Or maybe it's just, karoshi. Maybe just hang yourself in the fucking woods or some shit. I don't know. Karens are scared. They can never be satisfied. Like a demon. Like some kind of banshee. Whatever. Don't know, don't care. Shit. I'm probably trying to work more hours in June. And if I don't die from it, then, you only become stronger. If you don't die from working 16 hours, you only come stronger. And as I said before, there's this one guy. He fucking works 16 hours 6 days a week, each and every single motherfucking day. He has a regular home, 3 or 4 bedrooms, takes care of his family, and that's the only way he can do it. It's about 36 minutes in. I think I'm almost to the end of the video. Work as much hours as I can. In June, sign up for that shit. Make as much money as I can. I'm just so sick and tired of my complaints about buying this or buying that, or should I buy a hybrid model Corolla, an XLE Corolla, or a sports edition Corolla. It's just like, I rarely get any of the upgrades because I'm a cheap fuck. And I always get the standard edition car. It's just like, maybe it's about style. Maybe it's about time to upgrade. Maybe my money can be used for upgrades. Maybe life can be enjoyable. Maybe life can be fun. Maybe I don't need to be a cheap Chinese Jew. Everything's just set on bare bones minimum and extreme cheapskate shit. And I'm just living this life. Instead of driving to work in a sports car, I drive my car in a fucking Corolla LE. What's wrong with that? I don't know. Why does it have to be so... Why have to sacrifice, a leg and an arm to drive a fucking Gran Turismo, edition sports car? I don't... status game... Do I like it, Do I like being in traffic? No, I don't. Do I like being pulled over for speeding on the highway by cops? No, I really don't. So what's the point? Getting a luxury sports car. Like, I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? I always gotta be inspired by something. And think about Jeff Bezos and Warren Buffett is driving a fucking Toyota, Honda Accord or Oldsmobile to work, and then I look at how business models work. No one fucking cares about what car you drive. Damn. And if someone is just attracted to you because of your car, that's not the kind of a right person you should be hanging out with to begin with. Because they're just feeding their demon, their greed demon, their fame monster and shit. It's just like their social validation fiend. Their own internal clock. Their own lust for shiny things. Are they friend or foe or family? Probably more foe than anything else. They want your stuff. They want your money. They want child support. They want spousal support. They wanted it all from you. Hunters and gatherers. She is a whore. Sorry, that's just how it is. I don't know. When it comes time to buy a new car, do I want to pay all those extra taxes? Do I want to pay all that, shipping fee for the car? And do I want to finance it? Progressive overload, Progressive overload. So if I'm if I progressively overload $4,000 on top of $4,000 equals $8,000. And times 2 months, I'll have more than enough to buy whatever car and bank the money. Rinse and repeat. I mean, would I have a great summer? Would I have a memorable summer? Next year I'll be 40 years old doing this shit. It's just like time has passed me by. What shiny things have I acquired? You know, what relationships have I established? How are the girls? You know? These are some deep questions I should ask myself. Or maybe I never had a shot. Maybe I never had the chance, you know. There's a CPA here, Brian. He's like the father of a beautiful blonde white girl. And he's like, I tell my daughter not to marry a regular guy that just makes $70,000, $80,000 a year. You better find a guy that makes $1 million minimum a year. And it's just like, that's the American white standard. You're just supposed to magically make all this money out of your ass. And it's just like, damn, yo, how the fuck do you do that? I don't know. I'm not white. I'm not entitled. I don't know anything about Brahminhood or being a fucking, you know, Donald Trump or some shit. And just, you know, Brahmin my way through life. I mean, it just doesn't work like that when you're Chinese, when you're fucking Chau. It just doesn't. Things are a lot harder. You don't have the social skills. You don't have the charisma. You know. You don't inspire. You don't. You know, a whole slew of shit. You just don't want to get involved socially because things aren't working for you. Things aren't all that easy. You don't have leadership skills. You know, people aren't. You're not influencing people. You're not winning people over. You're not Dale Carnegie. You're not Warren Buffett. You're not Charlie Munger. You're just fucking Chau. You're just a coolie. You are an untouchable and an undesirable person in society. So I decided to film a little bit more. Good thing no one can hear me, because this Chinese dude was watching me. Huh. The blossoms on this tree have dried up and withered away like a semen stain on your bed sheets in the morning when you come home from school. Oh boy. This is just a time for me to chill out, to unwind the day and just not give a fuck. Well, general consensus says there's only one thing that makes sense, and that's make money. You can fight it all you want. But that's just how it is. They're not gonna care how hard you work or what you sold or if you have a doctorate or you're a drug street pharmacist or whatever the fuck. It's just like, just have cash only. Cash is king, you know. You can be the dumbest person, you can be the smartest person. Just have that cash ready and just like, you'll be golden. Probably one of the dumbest things I've said, but you know, it's pretty much true in modern day society. Sometimes it feels like it's the destination. No one wants to actually live a life of working hard and developing resilience and grit. They just want money. So, instead of, you know, learning how to code and programming and joining some boot camp or whatever the fuck, I'm just gonna double down in the working at the hospital, and if I have to do 16 hours and overnights, that's what I have to fucking do. Sometimes doctors work 24 hours a day, you know, sometimes even 48 hours because they have those complex brain surgery cases and all this crazy shit. That's what you gotta do. And you know what? They get what they want in life. The home, the family, the whatever, the car, whatever the fuck it is. That's what I gotta do, you know, sacrifice. It's time to get your big boy pants on and do it. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. See you next one. Peace out.